No two paths are the same in this game we call life, and sometimes we may stay in a place for too long. Maybe a job, a relationship, stay doing the same thing, you know. And it's hard too, because no one's really in that experience with us. Sure, we have friends and family and colleagues that may be right by our side, but they're not in here, they're not in here, they're not experiencing what it's like. But you made the decision to move, which should not be understated. You made the decision to move, you made a commitment to do something different, to make that change, and it was still too late. You didn't do it fast enough. You didn't leave fast enough. Why are you so behind? Why are you so late? And then we'll go home and we'll look at ourselves in the mirror and we look at ourselves in shame, disappointment. Why didn't I move faster? Why didn't I go for that thing? Why did I stay in here? Why did I stay in that relationship? Why did I stay with that thing? How come I didn't move faster? We ask ourselves over and over again. And the shame that we feel from others pales in comparison to the shame that we deliver upon ourselves. But it's never too late. You see, we weren't meant to thrive in the way that everybody is going to understand the context of our life in any given moment. We're going to have to explain ourselves. We're going to have to provide that context so people can know why we may have stayed in something for too long. They're not going to understand why sometimes things take a while to develop, to mature, why sometimes the decision is a little bit delayed. But is it delayed or is it in the divine timing of it? Sure. We all have done it where we have sunken so much into something. Whether it ends up being a net negative or a net positive in our life, we all do the mental gymnastics in our head so we can give ourselves a reason to stay. And we may tell ourselves over and over and over and over again that it's time to move forward, that it's time to make a change. And you do. You do make the change. You leap forward. You go for it. And you show that you are committed. You show yourself that you're committed. You show God that you're committed. You show the world that you're committed. And it still won't be enough for most people. And that's okay. You don't need all of them to understand. You only need the one person that's willing to listen to your story. So you may provide them the context. Because we put our resume out there, the resume of our life. We put it on social media. We show them the book cover, and they judge the book contents by the cover, and there's nothing we can do about that. How many times did you look at something, and you're kind of like, I don't know, but then you read its contents, and you found out that there was more to it than meets the eye? Every single individual is like that. So yes, people are going to pick up the book that is your life and they're going to put it down. More people will put down that book than will bother to open up. And the few people that open up your book may only read a line or two before they put it back down. And even fewer will make it past the first chapter. And even fewer will make it halfway. And even fewer will read the entire book to understand the full context of who you are as an individual. All you need is one person to finish the book, to understand the context of why you might have stayed, of why you may have been delayed, of why your life took the path that it took. You only need one person. You made the commitment, so do not allow the doubts of the people that just simply picked up the book and put it down. Do not allow their doubts to obfuscate the fact, the reality that you did make the change in the reality, to shift, even if in their eyes it was too late. Even if in their eyes it made no sense for you to still be there. Even if in their eyes it made logical sense for you to have moved on sooner. But you didn't. They're not you. They're not in your lived experience. They don't feel the emotion that you feel. They don't know what it's like to be you. And that is actually the beauty of it. It's a double-edged sword. But don't let it take you away from the realization that you still made the change, you still made the commitment. You decided to move forward, and you did what was necessary to push into new endeavors and into new horizons. Not everyone is going to understand that and get that. Not everyone's going to bother with the context of it because they're looking for something else. And that something else is not you. That's okay. And sure, it may be their loss. It may not be their loss. But all you need is one. You don't need the entire world. You only need the one.